Yeah, so we are back with the new reveals. This is the first card that was revealed today, and they are all Priest. So if you don't like Priest, sucks. Benevolent Banker. 3 mana, 2/4, Battlecry. Discover a spell from your deck. Quick Draw, enemy deck instead. This card's kind of nuts. Of course, the Quick Draw effect actually is bad, which is kind of weird. Discovering a spell from the enemy deck, you can just do that with the 3 mana spell that discovers a card from their hand and deck, which is much better than this. However, 3 mana discover spell from your deck 2/4 is really good because you play this as a Thrive in the Shadows that isn't a spell, so it can't discover itself. So you can play this with 3 spells. This card's actually pretty good. It will definitely see play in Wild, bar none. This card will see play in Wild. Posse Possession. 4 mana. Summon a 4/4 copy of a random minion in your opponent's hand. This card's pretty bad for Wild, I think. I don't think you ever play this in any deck at all. I think this is genuinely unplayable in Wild. The only situation where this would have been playable is you play it with Yogg, but if you have been paying attention to the news, Yogg just got nerfed, so I don't think this card makes the cut ever in Wild. Tram Heist. 4 mana, get a copy of each card your opponent played last turn. So this is similar to the Murzon card from, or no, was it Temporis or Murzon? I forget which one. It was one of those dragons from a few years ago, which it would be 7 mana, replay all the cards your opponent played last turn. That card was really good. This probably won't see play in Wild, to be honest. It's way, way, way too slow, but it is a kind of funny card. And it is interesting, but yeah, it's probably unplayable in Wild. Injured Huler. 3 mana, 3/7, Battlecry, deal 4 damage to this minion, Overheal, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. This card is interesting because it makes you want to play, regular Reno Priest where you play heal cards, right? And regular heal Reno Priest has been significantly worse than Shadow Reno Priest for basically since Benedictus came out. So it doesn't seem likely this card will be playable. I'm going to give it the unplayable distinction. I don't think this card sees very much play. The second legendary for Priest this expansion is Pip the Potent. Battlecry, copy each 1-cost card in your hand. So this card is supposed to synergize with some cards that are going to be coming out later, but there aren't very many 1-cost cards you actually care about in Wild. Like, you'll play it, maybe like you get like a Glacial Shard, you get like another Void Touch Attendant, which that might just be good enough, actually, just getting another Attendant. Other than that, I don't think this card sees any play in Wild. And then here are the cards that synergize with Pip. I'm going to start from this card, actually, instead of the first card that was revealed, because the first card revealed is a payoff card for all of these. So, Holy Springwater. 2 mana, restore 8 health to a damaged character, save any excess in a 1-cost bottle. What that means is, say you are missing 4 health. If you play this, it's 2 mana, you'll heal to 4, and then this bottle will be 1 mana, heal 4 health. That's okay. I don't think that makes a cut in Wild, especially because it's a holy spell, but it is interesting. Invasive Shade Leaf. 4 mana, deal 8 damage to an enemy minion, save any access in a 1-cost bottle. This card is really bad. Like, for Wild, this card never makes the cut, ever. It doesn't matter that it's a shadow spell. It just will not make the cut in any possible way. Swarm of Lightbugs. Summon 10 1/1 Lightbugs with Lifesteal. Save any access in a 1-cost bottle. So at minimum, this 1-cost bottle is going to be summon 3 1/1 Lightbugs. At minimum, right? If you have a board, it just goes up and goes up. This card is interesting. I don't think it makes a cut in Wild, but it is actually a very cool card. This card is just honestly very cool, and I would expect people to experiment with it, but it doesn't do anything, right? Like, maybe if they had Rush, it would be interesting, but other than that, this card just sees no play. That being said, I just actually, literally, right after I did that, maybe you could play this with Bunny Stomper, and because they're light bugs, I assume that means they're beasts. So that would be a little interesting. That'd be a little cool. I don't think it's very good. I don't think you ever do that, but like I said, this card probably sees no play. And here is the payoff card. Thirsty Drifter. Taunt, costs 1 less for each 1-cost card you've played this game. This card probably isn't very good, all things considered. You're not, like, what one-cost cards are you playing? Maybe this card, like, could be playable and, like, no, you wouldn't play this in a Miracle Priest because the cards won't cost 1, they'll cost 0, so you wouldn't play this in Miracle Priest. This is made for those, like, bottle cards that were just, those last 3 bottle cards I just talked about. That's what it was made for, but those cards aren't very good, so I don't think this card very likely sees any play ever. Yeah, so tell me what you think. If you think I'm wrong about any of these cards, right about any of these cards, I'd love to hear it down in the comments below. Well, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check you guys out next time.